Trump's new social media platform, Truth Social, well, I had read it was supposed to be coming the end of March. There was an interview with Devin Nunes, and who is the CEO of the Truth Social, and I got the impression that, well, this is going to be sometime later in the spring. But I now realize it's going to be sooner, much, much sooner. In fact, I was contacted by Nunes by text, and he's like, hey, let me loop you in with our team over here. And I'm now inside of the Truth Social beta testing. And the beta testing is a kind of dry run. It's a rehearsal. It's being able to start checking out the features on the platform, looking for any kind of bugs or things that don't seem to work very well, create a feedback loop where we let them know. And I got to tell you, this is going to be a really fun platform. It's beautifully designed. It's very simple. And what I mean by that is that if you're somebody now who uses Instagram or you use Twitter, it's not wrong to look at Truth Social as a kind of hybrid between Instagram and Twitter. Now, we know there would be a Twitter component. Trump, of course, loved Twitter, and one could safely predict that he would want something that will allow him to get back into his element, and you may almost say, let Trump be Trump again. And I think he's going to be. In fact, he did a sort of a test comment, which was then disseminated on social media. It just goes, get ready, your favorite president will see you soon. And I think what he's getting at here is, I'm back. Because here's a guy who's been off of social media now for, well, over a year. And so I've, kind of got myself now set up on Truth Social. I did my first post. And as I say, this is a simple, beautiful, easy to use, and I predict it's going to be huge platform. I also understand that the launch of Truth Social is coming imminently. In other words, it's an accelerated launch. They're going to beat their own deadlines. They're going to put it out there. It's going to be up and running. And here's the good thing. It's working in conjunction with Rumble, which is to say that Truth Social is not going to be dependent on the left and on the tech moguls who would have then the power to pull it down. They'd have the power over it that Trump doesn't want them to have, rightly so. And so he recognizes this is what happens when you get burned, is you realize I now have to develop in a way that makes me secure and makes me invulnerable to the kind of attack that, for example, Parler experienced when it took a coordinated strike from Amazon and from Apple and so on. The Truth Social is going to be using, as I understand it, some Rumble equipment, perhaps some Rumble servers. And the Truth Social that we're going to see shortly is not the fully developed Truth Social, because they have all kinds of ambitious ideas for things that can be added later, streaming services and so on. And so the idea that Debbie and I sort of transmitted to Trump when we met him in November of what now, was it 19. November of 19, is we were saying, hey, start a network. And a network, it doesn't necessarily have to be a TV network, but it has to have a TV component to it. And it looks like Truth Social is going to be bigger than just a social media platform with all kinds of capabilities down the road. So this is all very exciting. I mean, we've been waiting for this for over a year. Fortunately, we do have some alternative platforms, and I like them all. I'm on them all. I'm a huge fan of Getter. I post regularly on Parler. I post on Gab. I have over a couple of 100,000 now on Telegram, and of course Rumble. I post all my videos on Rumble, and now Truth Social. So I think what we're showing here is that the left, while they were able to cut us off from our own audience, and one can't say that their censorship policies have been effective in doing that. That was their goal, and it has achieved its goal in restricting people like me and others on places like YouTube. So we're banned, we're shadow banned, our influence is shortened, we have all these strikes against us that we have to try to get cleared. And so we're all looking to move to greener pastures where we aren't under this kind of cloud. Again, it's not that I'm going to quit these platforms. Why quit them? But the point is we're going to set up and be very active on these alternative platforms. And I think the biggest one of them all will be Truth Social.